Hey, Matt. Testing. Can you bring it up somehow? Hello. Can you bring it up? Bring it up.
Did everybody enjoy the food? By National NLP and Leadership Development. She's also a public speaker, trainer, and coach. She specializes on the topic of leadership development, dynamic communication, engagement, and time management. Most of all, she's passionate about helping parents leave a multi-generational legacy of wealth in life, leadership, and financial freedom. Let me introduce you to Jacqueline T.D. Huynh.
Who is really committed to a platform of public safety, infrastructure decay, and fiscal responsibility.
Yes.
Are you ready to have a mayor that is dedicated to serving the best interests of the citizen of this country and the city? Are you ready to really bring balance back to this city of Torrance with a mayor who serves with all transparency? Great. You are in the right place. Hi, my name is Jacqueline T.D. Huynh. I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank Ron for allowing me to have this platform to speak about you. In a moment, I'm going to share with you the top reasons why I believe Ron would make an amazing mayor of Torrance. Now, you can read all about Ron's accomplishments, accolades, backgrounds and previous careers and everything that's on a resume all over the internet. But I'm going to tell you about who I know him as. And what I realized about Ron is his commitment. That's the number one thing that I know about Ron. Whenever I needed help for anything, little or small.
But he's known my family for many, many years. I've got to know that he's very animated in certain things and is very calm and collective in others. So he's one of those people that's very flexible and adapts to the situation very, very well, which is a really good trait in being your next mayor. Ran in 2014, didn't quite make it, but I was fortunate enough to, I did relatively well, but I met thousands of people throughout the campaign trail. And that's what we need to keep in mind, is that the power is in your hands. And whether you live in Torrance or not, doesn't matter. The community doesn't stop at the border of Western Avenue or Redondo Beach Boulevard. I don't know if you guys, a few of you maybe see my crazy videos on Facebook. You know, they're not always in Torrance. Some of them are right on the outskirts of Torrance. But imagine if you were a scout looking for a new location for your business, and you're driving through the LA Strip, what's the first thing that's going to come to your mind? Do I really want to move my company with my 60 employees to an area like this? Because there's a thing called also Torrance PO. That's still called Torrance, but it's not necessarily in the city of Torrance, so it's out of our jurisdiction, but it still holds the name. And that's something that in the future we may have to change until it gets done. Thank you, guys.
I'm running against Maxine Waters in the 43rd District. And if any of you live in the 43rd District, I've got my nominating petitions sitting over there, so before you leave, there comes a time when you have to get rid of the politicians. President Trump is the first example of that. Whether you agree with him, like him, disagree with him, it's time to get rid of the politicians and to bring business people into government. Business people will solve the problems. They won't create them. What's going on in Washington right now is a disgrace. Last night was a joke, today was a joke. And it's not just the Democratic Party. The Republican Party is almost as much to blame.
Yeah, it's not good.
So Ron is the person you want to see in the Torrance mayor. And I support him.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, the way that I got involved in this is I've been a closet politician for quite a while. Later on in life, because I sat back, and this is not about Republicans, this is not about Democrats, this is not about liberals, this is not about conservatives, this is about the people. This is exactly about the people. And I've been walking the streets with my son Ronnie here. I've also been walking, thank you Christine, she's walking. They want trust and accountability back in. They want transparency. They want somebody in there that knows how to run a fiscal responsible budget. They don't want somebody that's going to sit there and not know what's going on with business, that runs it across the board and rubber stamps it because they're just there for their own agenda. I have no agenda, and I didn't wake up and want to do this. My son Ronnie told me, he said, "Dad, why are you doing this?" I was hard to answer that question. I said, if there's one thing I can do when I rest 6 feet under, is that I leave a legacy that I was there for the people of the United States. I was given core values to love God, to love my country, and to love my family and my community. And that's exactly what I do. What this is about. This is about giving this country back to the people, and I say, I feel like I'm running for president here, but you know what? It's not what your country could do for you, it's what you could do for your country, and it's the same way. We got the best fire department and the best police department in the country. There's a gentleman here tonight that retired from the Torrance Fire Department. I had to call him up and ask him, and he asked me not to mention his name, so out of respect I won't, but he worked there 19 years, and I asked him about it, and he said, we are 1A rated, I believe, and we're one of the best fire departments, the top 50 in the United States. This is a great place to live. The South Bay is a great place to live, but they're making the wrong decisions at City Hall. You look at City Hall, there's 3 to the right, 3 to the left, and somebody in the middle. They split votes, and they got their own agendas. So, I gotta tell you, I'm not in it for myself. I don't want to bore you. I have a whole platform of things to talk about today. But I stepped out of my door. I'm on a mission, and the people, the 1,400 people that I'm knocking on doors are telling me they're ready for change here, and it's the right time, and I'm the right guy. Let's have fun tonight. Thank you.